Welcome. Another live. I'm here again. After a live earlier with John the Seraphim, we had our balanced energy evaluations at 2 p.m. and it was awesome. Shared a little clip and then I shared some clips from last night's live. And now I'm here again. Few things that I want to share, but I'm going to wait a little bit and see who's here and stuff. And the thing that I'm going to share is what's inspiring the theme for the readings. So I'll wait a little bit, see who's trickling in, who's here. I'm a little tired today. It was an eventful day, and especially energy wise, doing, readings and just tapping in earlier and then coming through for tonight. And I cooked, I made some carrot dogs for John and I tonight, and some French fries, homemade. That was yummy. So the itis is doing its thing too. You know what it is. You know what it is. Niho. Excuse me. I'm gonna yawn because I'm tired. Welcome, Niho. Welcome, welcome. But I'm here. Even when I'm tired, I'm here. And I could be like 3D tired, but 5D I'm like bam, 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 ready to go. So it doesn't affect the channeling and the readings and stuff, which I'm grateful for, at least, Ox, Itals Vital. I love that. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Tapping in for some speed reads. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I'm here Monday, usually through Friday, but it depends. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. And it's interesting. I wasn't really yawning like this whole evening-ish. But now, of course, that I'm on live, I'm going to be yawning like crazy. John Senna, welcome, welcome. Nelly, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, thank you. I actually lost one of my earrings today. I always had these like little baby hoops that I had since I was a little girl. And I love my little baby hoops because I like sleepers so that I don't have to worry about like things hurting me while I'm sleeping. And I like small and dainty, but I make jewelry as well with, crystals. This is a rose quartz. So I have to, I lost my earring. And if it was in the garden, needle in a haystack, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll turn up. We'll see. But I kind of retraced my steps, but I was like, yeah, we're not doing this. Not doing that. So I just put in one of my other earrings. And then, it's kind of cool thing, right? To like be wearing two different earrings. I think that's a thing. So I'll maybe switch it up and wear a different earring every day or something. Why not? Switching it up. Tish, welcome. Nick, the funny chick, welcome, welcome. Maddie, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. We're going to be doing some speed reads, donation-based. Cash App is at the top if you're interested to get a little tune-in, tap in. It's always theme-based. I will share what the theme is shortly. I'm going to wait and see who is coming through, who may be tapping in, especially in terms of my regulars. And as I say that, T-top. As I say, waiting for my regulars. And T comes in. I appreciate you, girl. How you doing? Welcome. Hey, hey. Didn't announce anything yet because I'm waiting for my peeps. And I was waiting for you, my peeps. And anybody else, obviously, that's here. You, my peeps, too. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. And hopefully, with what I share... Oh my God. I said I'm going to be yawning, and now I'm like yawning like crazy, and I wasn't yawning this whole time. Even though I know I'm tired, I wasn't yawning until I got onto the Ding Dang Live. But it's energy too. Yawning, burping, all of that is like when, you're in channel mode and stuff. So it's probably just that. Or that as well as me being tired and the itis, because I just had 2 carrot dogs and a handful or 2 of homemade fries that I made. I made carrot dogs and fries. They were delicious. And they were delicious. So, I see you, T. I've got some things. And, well, it's a main thing. It's one thing. It's really one thing, but it's a big thing. It's an awesome thing. And it's inspiring the theme for the readings. So, I was waiting to see who else may be coming through. But what I will ask, I wonder if I should do this. because I mean, I could do it a few times, I guess, depending on who comes through, and then just, get y'all bit by bit and share it bit by bit. But I'm very excited to announce a new offering, a new platform, a sacred space. I have been doing a lot of virtual gatherings that started off through the pandemic because I was doing in-person events, and event production is one of my fortes, is having a master's degree in event production, music business, all of the things. And it's a passion of mine to gather people. It's a purpose of mine. And I refer to myself as a community curator for that reason, because I do bring people together. And then when, COVID happened, I moved a lot of these things obviously to virtual platforms, and things were going really well. And I met so many incredible people that I am like besties with to this day, that I met virtually through these platforms, that I was, again, just creating this sacred space. And I started doing it again with you guys, right? With the Vibe Tribe. And then I was doing some Zooms, and it was, again, same thing, going really, really well. And I was doing it mostly like full moon activations, new moon, specific as above, so below frequencies. All of that to say, Spirit put something in my heart that is about the consistency of holding space for community. So I am happy to share that I am going to be launching Holding Space, which is the title of the community cosmic container, the virtual village. And it is going to be Monday to Friday at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So right before my live, I am going to open up a space on Zoom where anyone can come through. As long as you're coming with good energy, high vibes, come into the space, share sacred space, be in the space, take up space, feel safe in the space. Share if you want to share, just listen if you just want to listen. Cameras on or cameras off. You might be multitasking, you might still be cooking dinner, you might be getting the kids to bed. And I just don't want you to have to choose to show up for yourself and for each other versus what you are taking care of and dealing with in that moment. So it's just going to be an hour, but it's going to be Monday to Friday. And I'm going to be present, and I may be facilitating a specific ritual or a guided visualization or whatever it may be. I may have feature presenters or facilitators coming and them focusing. And again, just opening up the floor to whoever's in the space and wants to share something or wants to facilitate something, whatever it may be. But it's just going to be, I'm just going to be there. So for whoever is there, whoever needs it, whoever needs me, whoever needs community, whoever needs that energy of being held in a sacred space, for us to be in a space where we are holding space for each other. So Holding Space will debut on Monday, the 29th, which is the full moon in Capricorn, which is Ogun's feast day. So it's going to be very powerful, very potent. I wanted to start it on a Monday, Momentum Monday, start the week. And it just so happens to fall on the full moon and Ogun's feast day. So it is perfectly in alignment. I am so excited about it. Again, cameras on, cameras off. It's really come as you are, and your presence is enough. Just be in the space. So I'm going to sharing it with y'all first and foremost. And then tomorrow I'm going to start posting about it, the flyer, and just putting the information out there. You have to register. I get your email, and then I'm going to send you the link on through email. So I'm seeing Bree come in. Welcome, Bree. T, you love this. Awesome. Sister Omi, welcome, welcome. Blessed, welcome. D, welcome. So for those who just popped in, I just shared that Spirit put on my spirit to create a sacred space referred to as Holding Space. Confirmation. It is called Holding Space, and it is going to be a virtual village. It is going to be a cosmic container. And the inspiration, when we think about holding space, it's the as above, so below energy. space is the space, but space is the space. And we are stars. We are literally made of star stuff. So it's really this sacred space that is going to remind us just our presence is enough, and to remind us of the stars that we are. So I'm bringing in that alignment with outer space, with the galaxies that ultimately we are. So it's going to be special. Sister Omi, I would love to have you one day to facilitate a guided meditation. You know what I mean? Like I want to have the space just open for whoever, whatever. Again, cameras on, cameras off. If you're multitasking, if you're working on art, if you're cooking, whatever you're doing, you can still just be in the space and come as you are and be where you are, and give yourself permission to take up space and just feel worthy and looked out for, and to show up for yourself and each other. So that's the inspiration behind it. There's so much, you know what I mean? Like that I'll be sharing over time about the inspiration and all of the things. But Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., I'm just going to be there. I'm going to share what I would actually love for you guys to do. If you have another device, you can test this out for me. Ash, welcome. You guys can be my early adopters and my testers, because I did already set it up on my website so that you can register. So if you guys can check out my website, let me know if it works, and if you can be the first to register, and then that way I can make sure that everything is working before I post it tomorrow. So back to natural.life, if you guys can go and check that for me right now, dare I say, you'll see the flyer. So you're going to be the first to see the flyer, because again, I haven't posted it yet. You're the first to know. So you're going to see the flyer. You can either click on the flyer or the call to action button that says register here. Click on either one of those. You're going to get to a Google form. If you could fill that Google form out for me, it's quick, super quick. I'm like not the person that like go on Google Forms and I'm like, oh my God, it's a storybook. Like, no. There's like, maybe 6 or so prompts or whatever, just general information. And then if you fill that out, I will receive it, obviously, have your email, and then I will send you the Zoom link. And then Monday will be the premiere, the first gathering of Holding Space. So let me know if you see it, if all of the links work. If you could fill it out, I'll receive it, and we'll do all the things, and you'll get all the things, and then you'll be there on Monday. Hopefully you can come on Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. But you don't have to come every day. And that's the reason why I wanted to do it every day, just so that I'm there, I'm available, whoever is there is available. We build, you know what I mean? And then people know that, you know what? Wednesday night, you're chilling on a Wednesday night at 9 o'clock and you're just like, you know what? Let me click this link and see what my peeps doing. What are we doing tonight? What are we doing tonight? And all of us could just be doing what we're doing. That's the beautiful thing about holding space. We're literally just there, showing up, and being present is enough. And we can share what we're doing in that moment. There's some moments I want to do some mindful art with you guys. Like I'm doing some workshops right now and teach you some of the things that I'm doing and the portal pages, and we could do all kinds of stuff. You're there now, Sister Omi. It's working. You don't see the flyer on the website? It should be on the home page. I'm excited too. It's going to be so great. Natalie, welcome. Welcome. I just shared that I'm starting a new virtual village, Holding Space. It's going to debut on Monday. So if you check my website, backtонatural.life, you'll be one of the first to be able to register. So if you guys check it out, let me know if you see it. If the flyer should be on the main page. Let me pull it up and see what I see and show you what I see. Let me show you what it should look like. I checked it and tested it out myself. So if you go on the home page, oh, can you see it? That'll be the home page. You'll see my logo. And then if you scroll, you should see that. Let me know if you see it. Jalayan. Oh, you got it. Awesome, Sister Omi. Jalayan, I'm so happy to see you, to feel you. What's up? I need you to go to check my website. I'm creating a new space. It's called Holding Space, and it's going to be on Zoom, and we're going to be able to gather on Zoom Monday to Friday, any night that you are available at 9 o'clock. I will be present, and we'll vibe. People could just show up however they want to show up, just be in the space, you know what I'm saying? What up, Naj? Welcome. Zyra, welcome. Very exciting. I'm very excited. So Yeah, let me know. Stephanie, welcome. Dungil, welcome. Lynn, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So check it out. Let me know. Fill it out. And then the debut will be on Monday. Cool. All right, cool. I see you, Ja. Word up. And yes, I will definitely be like letting y'all know and sending, personal invitation. Well, sending the flyer to you guys all, personally and stuff like that. Those that, in the DMs and stuff that we connect on the regular. Cause I would love to have you. Hello, what's up? Ifa Di Malare. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. So that's what's inspiring the readings for tonight. So you see it, holding space. So we're going to tap into holding space. One of the questions on the form is, how are you hoping to be held in the space? So tonight we're going to be tapping into how you need to be held. How do you need to be held is what the vibe is for tonight. And what I'm hoping, and the reason that I asked that question in the form, is so that as a facilitator, as a healer, as a reader, energy reader, medium, all of the things, I want to know what you need and do what I can, or to bring who it is that I know can show up for you in the way that you need to be shown up for, to be held in the way that you need to be held. And then if I can't do it, if it's not my forte or whatever it is, then I have so many. Again, Sister Omi is here. I have Reiki practitioners. I have, chakra activators. I have there's so many people in our community. I have Sister Latifa as a herbalist. There's so many people, let alone my community in Brooklyn, all over. I have a ton of people, beautiful people that will just be in the space, and that in itself is going to be healing. But if it's about specific activations and alignments and facilitating, certain days or, certain section of the session and all of the stuff, I think it's going to be really special. And for me, usually when I do these virtual gatherings, it's a whole prep. I have a lot of notes and downloads, and I'm giving all of the logistics about what's happening with the moon and all of these things. And Spirit was like, this is something where for you as well, you're not doing too much. That it has to be okay for you as well if you have to keep your camera off because you're still making dinner. It has to be just come as you are and be where you are. For me as a facilitator, right, as the platform creator or whatever it is, likewise for anybody that's in the space. Yay, it works and you register. Thank you, Sister Omi. Yay. So the debut is going to be on Monday at 9 p.m. Okay. All right. So thank y'all for whoever is able to test it out for me and let me know and register. And you'll be the first to register. And I will be posting it tomorrow, as well as sending, the flyer to you all. And that I welcome you to send it to anyone and everyone. This is something that I can see on a global scale. I can even see the fact that it has a lot of anonymity, that you can keep your camera off. I see people coming through that space that needs a space, but needs to hide, and not hide in a malefic way, but just to kind of guard their energy. Sometimes when you feel like you have to put the camera on, you got to be ready. You have to be dressed. You have to be sitting. You have to be all eyes on you. You have to make sure, you know what I'm saying? And it's not always conducive for a healing space when you just need to be. You just need to be, you know what I'm saying? And a celebrity can come in there and feel safe because they don't have to have their camera on. You know what I'm saying? And I just see it being a potential, thing where anyone and everyone just feels like they can just click on that Zoom link and just receive. And y'all, this is what it's about. We just need to give ourselves permission to receive, but we need to be in spaces where we can practice that permission. And I haven't seen and felt a space like that yet. And as I always receive, when Spirit's like, when you are looking for something that you can't find, create it. So that's what it is. Ashe. Yes. So that's what it is. So when I send it to you guys, the flyer, I truly, truly welcome you to send it to whoever. because I believe that whoever is meant to be in the space will find their way. If it resonates, they will be there and they will receive what they're meant to receive. And they may spread the word, and and who knows what this can do, and where it can go, and how we can create this thing in community. So I'll read what's on the flyer so you can get an idea. So it's a virtual village where sacred souls are empowered to take up space and simply be in the space, to remember the star that they are. As above, so below. And individual stars, collective constellation. It's gonna be so special. And I have like a spiel of like all of the write-ups. So I'm gonna be like putting little sections and stuff and posting it, throughout the week and everything. So yes, riding up, vibing up, indeed. Riding up too, because it's Fire Horse. That's what I thought she meant. Riding up too, sis, absolutely. So tonight we're tapping into holding space and how you need to be held. We'll see what Spirit is speaking from your soul, from your Ori, in regards to how you need to be held. Indeed is what you meant. Indeed. So however you need to be held, and there's going to be like a really special meditation, a guided visualization that I'm going to do at the top of every gathering that taps into holding space. It's going to be special. We're going to be holding space. So if you would like to tap into a little insight, what your subconscious and what your heart is telling you that you need and how you need to be held, then give me these hand palm portals open emoji in the comments. You'll see these hands like this emoji. Put that in the comments. Anything you can share or spare for the donation. Cash App is at the top. Value of the speed read is $11.11. So I do appreciate it if you can, if you are able. But again, whatever you got, I appreciate it. For the energy exchange, the reciprocity is always appreciated. So give me these hands. Give me these hands so we can see how you need to be held. Thank you, Sister Omi. I am grateful for you. Thank you for seeing me. It takes one to know one. It truly, truly does. And I am so honored to know you to all of the ways. Y'all, since Sister Omi is here, and since there's a few of y'all here, I met Sister Omi on TikTok, the same way that I'm meeting y'all. I'm doing my live, and y'all are coming through, and we connect. And then all of a sudden, we become more than just, strangers on TikTok. Well, Sister Omi invited me to a space of hers, a sacred space of hers, a sacred container of hers. And I have been going regularly since pretty much every Sunday. I think there may have been one or two that I've missed since before February, right? Because I got here in February. But on her first gathering, the first gathering that I came to, I connected with Sister Ajay, with Sister Latifa, because they're connected, they're friends of hers. They're in Atlanta. And that's when I was getting my download to come to Atlanta. So there was such confirmation to come here, because I already had tried before I even got here through Sister Omi, and the fact that these queens are friends of hers and are in Atlanta. Major confirmation. Got to meet them before I got to meet Sister Omi, because she's in Florida. But all of that to say, I refer to her as a root. She is such a root, and as a gardener, she's a gardener as well. So we make all of our analogies are all garden analogies, but gardening is life, because hello. So she is such a root for me because of how she's kind of connected and has connected me to so many people, and that I'm now connected to so many other people from the original initial people that she connected me to virtually before I even got to meet them in person. And now I'm here and I'm in business partnership with Ajay. I'm, helping Sister Latifa in her garden as often as possible and her different events. And we're just supporting each other so beautifully. And it was through the root, Sister Omi. So I will always, always, always praise you and thank you for, first of all, just finding me, right? We were on TikTok, and then you showed up, you resonated with my spirit, just like you just said right now. I resonated with yours before we even both saw each other's faces. And then once we did, it was like a wrap, and we've just been connected since, and she has connected me to so many people. So, and you're an inspiration to me. This is what I'm saying. It's so everything. It's so everything. So I thank you, and I'm grateful. Such magical manifestation. such cosmic confirmation. It's really, really quite something. And I'm beyond grateful. Pretty cool, right, Jalayan? Very wow. You sent it? Yay. Okay, good. I'm going to check. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have registrations already. I love it. I love it. Had to tell y'all first. I had to tell y'all first. So I was like, I'm going to announce it on the live, and then I'll start, to say I'm going to send to the email list and then to individual messages, and then I'm going to post it tomorrow sometime. Yay. Yay. Okay. Anyone else? I've got T and Jalayan on the list to find out how you need to be held. It's the vulnerability too that we need to, sometimes we're so in the thing that we're not like just, and this is going to be, a calming way, a way to especially kind of being in your own space and not anybody else around you, to be able to just sit with whatever comes through in regards to how you need to be held, to be able to be like, you know what? Yeah, that would feel really good. And to just be okay in that surrender, and in that soft season energy. So Reyes, welcome, welcome. Sexy Chocolate, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. So for anyone that would like a donation-based speed read, please give me the palms, the curvy palms, open palms, palm portals emoji in the comments, and the value of the reading is $11.11. But whatever you can share or spare is much appreciated, but a minimum of $5.55 gets you entered into a draw to win a free reading with me, which is an $88 value for 44 minutes on Zoom. So that's added incentive for the energy exchange. But I do appreciate the love regardless, because it is, an output of energy, and the reciprocity is always appreciated. Soprano Regal, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you. And again, for those who are just joining, I am debuting a virtual village that is called Holding Space. It is going to be a very sacred space, an informal space that I'm going to have open and available to anyone that wants to receive the permission to take up space, to just be in the space, to receive some of the healing that is going to naturally be permeating through that space, and to just show up as you are. It's going to be on Zoom Monday to Friday, starting on Monday the 29th. So we will be bringing in the full moon and Ogun's feast day together if you make it to that debut. And I'll just be there 9 to 10 p.m. right before my live. And then we can trickle into the live together as well for anybody that wants to continue the vibes with me. So that's what the plan is. That's what we're going to do. So if you check my website, backtonnatural.life, BACKII for the 2 instead of TO, BACKII natural.life, you will see the flyer, which nobody has seen yet except you. You will see the flyer. You can click right on the flyer. And then you'll get the Google form. And be able to fill it out. There it is. Yes, it's working. Yes. See, not too many questions, right? It was quick, right? Come on, flyer. It's so cute. It's so cute. Thank you, ChatGPT. But it's cute, right? Thank you. I'm holding space. I'm very excited. And again, cameras on, cameras off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really fluid, and I'm just going to be there, and in each other. We're going to be there. We're going to be there. So I'm excited. So let's tap in for prayer first and foremost. I had some pan going in it. I forgot that I wanted to get the vibes. All right. Let me make sure anybody else on the list that I'm missing. I have T and Jalayan so far. Let me know. I am capping the readings at 7 from now on for those who are just getting that update. Spirit's trying to get me to split the difference, and then also to make sure that I'm done by 11:11-ish. Grace through storms. What's up, Nape Twin? How are you? I miss you. Are you good? How are you doing? Another Sabrina. Hi. I am starting a virtual village. We are going to be gathering on Zoom Monday to Friday, 9 to 10 p.m. Whenever you can come, whenever you need it. holding space. We are going to be holding space for each other. So if you check my website, backtonatural.life, you guys are being the first to know I'm sharing it, and you're all getting first dibs to register, because I have not shared it, posted it, even sent personal invitations to anyone. Even the closest people to me have not gotten this information yet. I wanted to share it on the live with who is here right now. So BACKII natural.life to register. Check it out. Click on the flyer or on the little call to action button, register here. Fill out the Google form. I will send you the Zoom link, and it debuts on Monday at 9 o'clock. Okay? And it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. Okay. It's going to be really special. Cameras on, cameras off, come as you are. If you're multitasking, you can share what you're doing, whatever. It's going to be a space for you to just be. Just be. Just show up. Show up for yourself and show up for each other. It's special. It's going to be special. Okay. And I'm like not going to be in facilitator mode, and you know what I mean? Like feeling like I'm lecturing you guys, or you know what I mean? There'll be some activations and some rituals and some updates. Might sharing them again. It's going to be the full moon, Ogun's feast day. So I'll give a little stuff, but then I want to open it up for whoever. And then also just for silence, if that's what it needs to be, like whatever it's going to be, it's going to be what it is. It's going to be what it is. And it's going to be super special. And everyone is welcome as long as it's high vibes, good vibrations. You know what I'm saying? I may have other facilitators come sometimes. We'll have some Reiki. We'll have some yoga. We'll have some guided meditations. We'll have some mindful art. We'll all kinds of fun things. It's going to be great. And just an hour in and out, because you can come back tomorrow for a little bit more. You can come back the day after that for the rest. You can come back the day after that. You know what I'm saying? If you're free or whatever it is, but it's just going to be available. And I wanted to do it weeknights, also to coincide with my lives, because we can trickle into my live at 10, right? We're on the Zoom at 9 to 10 o'clock. We come into the live if you guys, so choose. But mostly it's just really so that people don't have to be like, oh, I can't on Mondays, and then they miss it. You can come because there's going to be another vibe on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. So even if you can't come every day, obviously, but if you can, because it's only an hour and you could do whatever else you're doing, you just click on the link and you just in the space doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Tammy, welcome. So yeah, blessings, welcome. So if you're interested, if you'd like to join us, and no charge, by the way, did I say that? It's on the flyer, but no charge, because let's just show up for each other. You know what I'm saying? Of course, people always say, can I give a donation and an energy exchange? Absolutely. Grateful. I'll receive it. You know what I mean? I'll share that, but there's no charge. There is no charge. So that it was very important to me, because if we're going to do something where it's about holding space, there shouldn't be a barrier of entry. You know what I'm saying? Especially if people will then have to choose if they can't come every day because they're not going to be able to afford it. I didn't want to do that. So it's really come as you are, and everyone is welcome as long as you come in peace, Okay. Let us pray, and then let us tap into how you need to be held. How you need to be held. Okay. I give thanks to the Creator. I give thanks to the breath of life. Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, Orisha, the forces of nature, divine deities of all traditions and light and love, that serve humanity for the highest good of all. Thank you for this ability, for this awareness, for this ascension, for this abundance. As I tap into the energies of the individuals and the collective in this sacred space this night, thank you for clear and concise messages. Thank you for overseeing this act of divination and light and love. As we tap into the energy of holding space, how we need to be held at this time in general, through so much turmoil, through so much triumph. Ultimately, sometimes we just need to be congratulated. Sometimes we just need to be held in whatever way is needed. And we give thanks for the guidance that sometimes we don't even realize how we need to be held. So thank you for the depth of insight that these readings will provide for the collective and for the individuals, so that we get what we need. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thanks. Tommy, welcome. Thank you for joining. Miranda, thank you for joining. Tapping into how you need to be held. If you would like a donation-based speed read to tap into how you need to be held, inspired by my new virtual village that is going to debut on Monday on Zoom at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Everyone is welcome. So if you are interested in joining me, it's going to be Monday to Friday, but debuts on Monday. Then you can check my website. I will be posting it tomorrow, so you could just wait for the post. But if you want to get the VIP heads up and stuff, because all of the early adopters are gonna, obviously get entered into draws and, get all the things to win things and things like that. So back to natural.life, BACKII natural.life. You will see the flyer on the homepage. You'll be able to click right on the flyer or on the register here, call to action button. And there's a Google form that you can fill out super quick. And then I will send you the Zoom link for Monday. And then I will see you on Monday. And you'll see me on Monday. That'll be awesome. Because this is fun. And I feel y'all. But when we're on Zoom and we get to see each other and hear each other and feel each other, there's nothing like it. And I really do miss the virtual spaces that I've created. And a lot of requests to bring it back, and this is like taking it up a whole other level of creating space, sacred space, and holding space. So yay. So let's tap in first for the collective, and then as always I do excerpt cosmic concept from my book Sacred Soul Simplified. So for any who do not know, my book, Sacred Soul Simplified, is available on all platforms, including Amazon. Only for $11.11. Cosmic concepts, soul work, soul inquiries, journal pages at the back, chakra activations, all kinds of magic, rituals, sacred supplements. It's a very, very powerful but succinct reading, tapping in purposeful pocket companion. You can take it with you, have it wherever you need to give you that soul support. So this is basically me that you can carry with you at all times. This is the analog app. Okay. This is the analog app of me. And it's literally volume 1. So there's so many more downloads that I'm working on to get the other volumes out. But this is the first one and it's powerful. So I always tap in for us as well after that to give you a little example of what it is, but to get the collective message from spirit. So let's first tap in for a card on how we, as a collective, need to be held. Two of Pentacles. How we as a collective need to be held is to give ourselves permission to think about the choices that we have to make. And like in my book, when we think about dilemmas, at the end of the day, if you don't know, the answer is no. How we need as a collective to be held is to give ourselves permission to say no, and to understand and to know that no is a complete sentence and that we do not have to explain ourselves. That if we feel like we're juggling, if we feel like there's obligations or self-sacrificing, we get to put both of the things down. If we don't know and we're juggling something and we're holding things up and we're trying to figure out, put them both down. Put them both down and figure out which one you want to pick up, if any. And also give yourself the opportunity to feel some type of grip based on what it is that you're putting down, because your spirit is going to feel that nudge of, I don't know if I want to put that one down. And that's how you're going to know. And that's how you're going to also realize that there is no dilemma after all. You also have to give yourself permission, and we as a collective in this holding space and allowing ourselves to be held is to give ourselves the grace when we feel like we don't know, but then to give ourselves the silence to realize that we did know all along. And that was really just about taking the time to prioritize ourselves. Again, sometimes it's hard to say no to someone else, but remember that saying no to someone else is just saying yes to you. So just focus on saying yes to you. That's how you need to be held. To be able to say no, and if saying no is difficult, then just flip it and focus on you and say yes to you. Sometimes you will be accused of betraying someone else because you're being true to yourself. That's a choice. It's them or it's you. And we have to give ourselves permission to choose ourselves, especially if we can look at that person, that dynamic, and have to ask and be honest with ourselves and wonder, would they choose me over themselves? Would they do it for me? And we'll always know the answer to that. We always know the answer to that. And if we want to start with that question first to make it easier for us to make the decision to choose ourselves, do it however we need to do it. But this is how you need to be held. You need to be held, and the permission that we're giving ourselves is literally to hold ourselves. We need to just understand that we get to hold ourselves and hold space for ourselves. So that's that. Perfect alignment and creating the space, holding space. Debuts on Monday. Hope to see you, because that's what this is about. And it's about empowering ourselves to take up space, to be in a safe space, a sacred space, and just be in the space. Shay. Roslyn, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you. How you doing? I am starting a new gathering, a virtual village. We're going to start tapping in on Zoom again, sis. We're tapping into holding space because I am starting a new platform. We're going to be on Zoom again starting on Monday. It's going to be Monday to Friday at 9 p.m. till 10 p.m. Yay! It's going to be super informal. I will have some facilitations and, a few visualizations and rituals and things that I'll just share day to day depending on what's happening or certain downloads, but it's not going to be super, sketched out and stuff. It's going to be, again, just to hold space for you guys to share whatever needs to be shared. I may have other facilitators come and do certain things, from day to day. It's going to be what it is, but it's going to be magical. So if you check my website, Roslyn, so that you can be one of the first to register, I'm going to put it in the comments. So anyone that's here, if you would like to be one of the first, because you are the first to know, I haven't posted it yet. I haven't even sent a text I haven't even sent it to my mother yet. I wanted to tell y'all first. So if you go to my website, you will see the flyer. You'll be the first to see the flyer. And then you can click right on the flyer, or you can click on the little register button that says register now or register here. Click on that Google form, fill it out. I'll get your email and I'll send you the Zoom link. And then I see you on Monday, and maybe Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. And then next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And then the weeks I'll let you guys know if there's ever a cancellation, depending if I have a show or an event or whatever the case is. But I am hoping to hold space and create the cosmic container for us to hold space for each other. And you can have your camera on, camera off, if you're still cooking, if you're running after your kids or your grandkids, if you're working on a piece of art, whatever you're doing, you don't have to make the choice. That's part of that Two of Pentacles too, where sometimes we feel like, oh, I want to do this, but I want to do that, and I can't do both. This is something you're never going to have to choose to not be able to do, because you can do what you're doing and still be present, and your presence is enough. I am still in ATL in Atlantis. So I'm also, one of the questions is to put in your city, your state, your country, because I also want to know where everybody is, so that for people, let's say in Atlanta, I can let them know what's going on. But then also if I happen to travel or whatever, I can see, where the tribe is, and we can start doing some stuff. The birthday girl is in the house. Are you serious? You taking some time for us on your birthday, girl? Y'all, it is Keisha's birthday. Can y'all please put some birthday emojis in the comments to wish Keisha a happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yay! How was your night? How was your birthday? You're welcome. I'm so happy for you that you were celebrated. I know you wasn't, girl. You look good. Y'all need to follow Keish and check her birthday post. Check her birthday post with the champagne. Caliente, baby, caliente. Yeah, birthday post with the champagne. Caliente, baby. Caliente. Yes. When's your birthday? I gotta make sure because Sister Ajay is June 30th. When is your birthday? Because I gotta make sure I keep my peeps' birthdays in order. I need to know. I do not want to forget that. So Keish is the 24th, yes. And then Sister Ajay is the 30th. So Sister Omi, when is yours? Please don't tell me I missed it. Call Me Courtney is the 18th. So you were June 18th. Happy belated. Awesome. You're welcome, Keish. You're welcome. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, Rosalind's in Florida. Sister Omi's in Florida too. And Keish is in Florida too. Yes, and we're tapping into holding space and July 18th. Okay, phew. All right, good. July 18th. Let me make sure I put that down. Okay. Oh, Call Me Courtney is July. Is that something with you? Because somebody said the 18th, but then July 18th. The 18th? Was she telling me your birthday? But July 18th. Got it. You're a cusper too. You're like right at the end. Oh, you're the 18th too. Whoa. We got birthday twins in the house. So dope. Well, happy early birthday. There's two. Yes. There is two of us. There's two of y'all. I love it. That's so cool. So again, for those who are just joining, I am starting a new virtual village. We've been missing each other on the Zooms that I used to do all of the time. I want to take us off of TikTok so we can really be in the space and hold space for each other. So this new cosmic container is called Holding Space. It is going to be super informal, but there will be some rituals, some activations, some facilitations, some, guided meditations briefly here and there, feature facilitators and stuff. But it's really going to just be an hour for us to be in the space together, share what we need to share, get support, be in silence, multitask. If you're running after the kids, camera on, camera off, whatever it is, just be in the space, show up in the space, take up space, give yourself permission to take up space. And that is what this is all about. It is a virtual village, and I'm going to send you guys the flyer. It's going to be posted tomorrow, all of the things. Share it widely because come one, come all. Come one, come all. So for those who are here and interested, then you can actually help me and be one of the first to sign up and register. So I'm putting my website in the comments again. If you check the website, then you'll be able to see the flyer. You'll be one of the first to see the flyer. Click on that flyer or on the call to action, register here button, and then you will get the Google form to fill out, and then I will send you the Zoom, and it debuts on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? Rosalind is September 14th. Got you. I got to put all these things in my phone. I can't forget. All right. Cool. And Call Me Courtney. I have to remember you too. You're new in the space, Courtney, right? I usually remember the names with the profile pictures, but no, sometimes you guys change things, so I don't know now. But welcome if you are here for the first time. Keish will be right back. Cool. So let's tap into. We just did the collective coherence reading. Let's see what the excerpt is. Yes, it is your first time, Courtney. Welcome to the Vibe Tribe. You belong. I'm going to see bibliomancy style what our message is from Spirit from my book, Sacred Soul Simplified. So I'm just blocking off the introduction and the appendix and journal pages so we can get one of the 33 cosmic concepts and see what our message is from Spirit, collective message. Sure. Feel it to heal it. So perfect for holding space. Cosmic concept number 25, feel it to heal it. The declaration is, I must feel it to heal it. No one enjoys experiencing hurt, pain, heartache, grief, or any emotion that creates a sense of despair. On our spiritual journey, we do our best to ensure we feel the opposite and stay high vibrational to manifest our heart's desires. The reality, however, is that we do exist in a dimension of duality that has ups as well as downs. There will be unavoidable experiences that are unfavorable, and we wish we didn't have to endure, but it would be more detrimental to deny them. I firmly believe that all experiences can benefit us, whether good, bad, or ugly, and it is up to us to maintain a balanced perspective to benefit from whatever comes our way. The uncomfortable emotions may make us want to run away or control them, but that only leads to more problems over time. The adage that time heals all wounds has its place, but it works best if we face our feelings and observe what may be needed to mend. That practice requires emotional intelligence and vulnerability. When we take the time to tune into our hearts and feel what we are going through, we can observe various issues that arise. We will be able to fully process what has triggered those emotions and then figure out why it has inspired those feelings. From there, more questions can be addressed internally to help us make sense of our external responses, reactions, and retaliations. We are often triggered by something or someone rooted in something or someone else. So taking the time to be honest about how we really feel can lead to healing much deeper than anticipated and help us manifest more efficiently. The Soul Inquiry: how have you avoided unfavorable feelings? And the Soul Work: take the time to process situations that make you feel hurt. Script and speak your raw emotions to help you heal. Chakra activation: the heart, Anahata, Yam, I love, the color green, 639 hertz, and the crystal green aventurine. Feel it to heal it. So on point in regards to what our heart's feeling in this holding space energy, right? Sometimes we just need to be in a space and be held and feel seen. My mommy's here. Hi, mama. I love you. Welcome, welcome. Leo, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. I shared at the top that I am starting a new container, a cosmic container, a virtual village that is called Holding Space. And it is an informal setting for us to just be able to have somewhere virtually so that globally, wherever we are in the world, we can tap in to each other and hold space for each other and give each other permission to take up space and just be in the space. Cameras on, cameras off. If you're multitasking, doing whatever, 9 o'clock, Monday to Friday, you have somewhere to be. If you need somewhere to be held, to be seen, to just listen, to share, whatever it may be. That is what is up starting on Monday, the 29th, full moon activation in Capricorn, Ogun feast day. It's going to be powerful. Confirmation. So if you check my website, backtonatural.life, you will see the flyer and be able to register so that you can get the Zoom link. So please do that if you're interested in joining the virtual village and being held in the space and holding space for yourself and for others. And I am committed to having that platform available to you all Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. And then it'll trickle right into my live because we'll be done there at 10 and then I'll be here at 10. So if we want to keep the vibes going, then, you can still get some over here, get some readings and stuff. So that's the vibe. Website is there. Let me pin this comment so that, they're not letting me pin because they're haters. Backtonatural.life, BACKII natural.life. Check it out, register, and I hope that you make it on Monday. No charge. It's really just to come as you are. Come one, come all. Everybody's welcome as long as you're coming with good vibes. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're not with good vibes, come to get the good vibes, but just don't spew bad ones. You know what I'm saying? But even if you're not feeling like you're in good vibes, come and you will feel better. Promise you that. Promise you that. Comedian, welcome, welcome. Oh my God, it's already 11 o'clock. We haven't even started readings yet. Okay. Right, Jalayan? All right. T, are you still here? We're just tapping for you. And then Jalayan. Thank you, Mama, for liking the live. Thank you, thank you. I love you. These cards went all over the place. Hold on a second here. All right. Okay, T's here. So we're tapping into how you need to be held, right? And we're just tapping into feel it to heal it. And sometimes we're not really feeling it and we're just kind of barreling through. Spirit is going to give you the activation on how to feel it to heal it. The vulnerability that is needed to pay attention to so that you can be held and know how you need to be held, okay? Welcome, Devontae Riley. Thank you for being here. Oracle, thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. Comedian, welcome. Tapping in for T. The emoji is the palms open, the hand palms. That one. You're held. That you're being held. How do you need to be held? Let's see. Let's see. Give thanks, Spirit. Waiting for T and how T needs to be held. It's 2 cards. Woo! Did you see that? It flipped up and landed back. Did you see that? I don't know if it came up because I was looking down. But here's your card. How on point. When you just look at this card, it's a card of being held. This is a card of rest and recovery. 4 of Swords. It's going to bring stability and foundation when you give yourself permission to rest. But giving yourself permission and practicing permission are 2 different things, right? So you have to give yourself permission, but then you have to practice that permission. And for you, you might just need a nap every once in a while. Something as simple as that. I call them empower naps. They're called power naps, right? I call them empower naps. Empower yourself just by taking that moment, taking that break to rest your eyes, to close your eyes, listen to a meditation, listen to a frequency, listen to some Neville Goddard or something, to just lay down for a moment and then tap in to taking care of yourself. The mind, giving yourself some calm, giving yourself some peace, giving yourself some ease when you can't turn off the mind sometimes. Just taking that moment of silence, a meditation, that nap is going to just turn things off. And then when you wake up, you get to restart, you get a reset. It's kind of like a new rise that you get just by taking that moment to pause. This is also a retrograde energy card. Very much a Mercury retrograde card because we're tapping into the Swords, which is about the mind, and Mercury is about our communication, mindset, communication, energy, messages, all of that stuff. So you are definitely going to start to get more downloads when you give yourself that rest. Mercury retrograde tells us to kind of take a pause, reset, recharge, reactivate, all of those rewords, redo, review, all of that. So right now, because you're in a flux of things that you're trying to figure out where to do and what all of that stuff, Mercury is going to be retrograde on the 29th. Oh my goodness. Mercury retrograde starts the 29th, the same night that the full moon, and the same night, Ogun's same day, Ogun's feast day, and the debut of Holding Space. I didn't even, as I'm saying it, like you're trying to, Mercury is going to start retrograde on the 29th up until I think the 26th of July. Usually they say not to make any like hasty decisions or any concrete decisions during a Mercury retrograde. So because of what you've been talking about in the things, start to do the research, but don't make any concrete choices or make the leap during the retrograde. So you're going to basically have to give yourself about a month before you make any moves, pun intended. So this is confirming that, especially, and allowing yourself, again, in this frequency of how you need to be held, is knowing that wherever you are, even if it doesn't feel ideal, you are safe and you are going to find exactly where you're supposed to be. But timing is divine and you don't want to make any hasty decisions, even though you know what you need to do. Okay? All right. Yes, that is the emoji. Thank you, Jalayan. Thank you, Roslyn. And I see you, Roslyn. I'm going to put you on the list. I didn't want to break the flow of T's reading, but I saw your emoji. Hello, hello, Ty So Divine. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. You found it. Awesome, Roslyn. Cool. Me to great. Welcome, bro. How are you? Thank you for being here. All right. So let me make sure. Cool. T, you got it. Awesome. Awesome. Ty, let me know if you see it. And I thank you all for any donation that you can share. Cash App is at the top. Whatever you can share or spare. Value of the speed read is $11.11, but a minimum of $5.55 gets you entered into the draw to win a free reading with me, which is an $88 value and a 44-minute session on Zoom. So again, I do thank you. The energy exchange is always appreciated. You know, for the output, it's nice to be in the receiving mode sometimes too. So I thank you again for whatever you can share and spare if you are on the list. Thank you, thank you. Jalayan, you are up. Let's tap in for you. How you need to be held. Thanks, Spirit. Woo! Your card flipped out and onto the floor. And it's a powerful one. It's a powerful one. It's a 1 is the magic number. You need to be held in a way that doesn't make you feel lonely and alone. Sometimes you feel lonely and alone. Sometimes people can be alone but not feel lonely. And sometimes you feel both. Sometimes you're okay and there's no question. And again, this is part of that feel it to heal it. But what Spirit wants to remind you of in those moments of alone or lonely, that you can work some serious magic. Spirit is letting you know that the isolation is meant to inspire you and to bring in very, very powerful intentions and for you to hone in on your intentions. As a magician, you have all 4 suits at your disposal, which means you have all 4 elements at your disposal, which means you have the main energies of the emotions and the fluidity that the emotions brings. That's the cups energy. You have the fire and the wands energy, which is creativity. You have the mental dexterity that taps into the swords and the air symbols and the air signs, and the pentacles, the earth, the money, the matter that matters. You literally are able to maneuver all of them. And the solitude that sometimes feels lonely is the opportunity that you have to practice your power. Do not feel like you are left. Do not feel like you are abandoned. Do not feel like, it's like it's not for you. Everything is for you. It's not something happening to you. It's something that's happening for you. And you are very intuitive, and you need to take those moments to hold yourself, to be autonomous, to be powerful and empowered in those alone times, to remove the lonely. And that's going to help you hone in your magician abilities, your infinite abundance, and again, tapping into having the dexterity, the ability to again maneuver and manipulate, not in a negative way, but manipulate meaning just malleability and learning how to do things as the magician that you are. Abracadabra out of everything, especially when you're alone, because it's the silence and the solitude that bring us back to self and source. So take that time, hold yourself, cradle yourself, and know, believe, trust, and believe that Spirit is holding you, that you are being held. Ashe? Ashe? I see you, Ty. Got you on. Cool. Moose, welcome. Dating Bible, welcome. Jeannie! How are you, honey? Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for being here. We are tapping in to being held. The emoji is the hand held, like so. Inspired by a new virtual village that I'll be debuting on Monday. I am going to be opening up a Zoom for any and all of us to gather, to be held in the sacred space, to just show up in the space, to just be in the space. Cameras on, cameras off. You could be multitasking, doing whatever. Tune in, share, listen, whatever it is. It's going to be just that kind of space where you just give yourself permission to be held, to just show up, to just be, and to be reminded of the star that you are, as we hold space as above, so below. Individual stars, collective constellation. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. It's been like that for a week now. Wow, got you, Jalayan. So yeah. You just, now it's really about you holding space for yourself, especially in those moments, and looking at the space that's being made around you, and that the space being made is for a reason. It's that release to increase energy so that you can really get the who and the what. True tribe and right relationship is the name of the game. We do not want anybody taking up our energy, taking up our space that is not true tribe and right relationship. Y'all know what it is, and you know when it's not. We know when it is, and we know when it's not. So it's not about being lonely, because sometimes you can be with someone and feel lonely. Who needs that? I'd rather be alone and be alone. I'd rather feel lonely and be alone than to be with someone and feel alone and lonely. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you got that. Mother, welcome. Asylum, welcome. Awesome. All right, Jalayan. That was for you. Roslyn. Roslyn, are you still here? Let me know, because you are up. Love that for him. You are here. Awesome. Yes, yes. Let's tap in for you. How you need to be held. Thank you, Spirit. Tapping in for Roslyn. How she needs to be held. Thank you, thank you. Four of Pentacles. Tapping into this energy of held is really poignant here, because the Four of Pentacles always taps into this individual holding something too tightly, usually. And it usually taps into finances, as it's the Pentacles, money, the energy of scarcity and being a little bit worried and a little bit concerned about money, right? So this is where Spirit is giving you the support to let you know that not to hold on to anything too tightly, not to have any scarcity, not to have this worry about money and not making ends meet, not having enough, whatever the case is, because whenever you put yourself in that frequency and the penny pinching, it's good to be frugal, but you don't want to, feel scarcity, because then that's just going to lead to more scarcity. 1111, blessings to you. 1111, y'all. So the way that you need to be held is to give yourself a little bit more grace. And then when you do tap into the money, think of it as circulating instead of spending. Because when you think about circulating money, it comes back to you. And it takes away that feeling when you spend money, because spending money means it's just gone. It's just you're giving it and it's gone. When you think about it as circulating, and then you thank your money as you are circulating it, you can also use an affirmation that I share with people all the time, especially when they, send a circulate money toward me for a reading or whatever that it may be. I always say I give thanks to this money as I circulate it, and it will be returned to me 8 times. And I use the number 8 because 8 is the number of infinite abundance. So it brings in that infinity loop, just like what you saw in the Magician card with his belt buckle. So when you tap into circulating money, it changes the energy. And then in some ways, it kind of makes you want to circulate it, because you're like, oh, let me circulate this dollar, because I'm going to get 8 instead. I'm going to get 8 back. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about it that way, it helps you loosen your grip a little bit more. When you loosen your grip a little bit more, you fall more back into surrender mode. When you're in surrender mode, you get more into safety mode. When you're in safety mode, your nervous system resets and recalibrates. And then once that happens, receiving mode on fleek. And then the abundance starts to flow and grow and flow and grow. And then ultimately tap back into the circulation. And it's all granted. Ashe. Yay. Rivas, welcome. Jorge, welcome. Thank you for joining. Ty, you are up. And I think that is the last on the list. You're welcome, sis. Pleasure. Awesome. And did you guys check the website? I want you to register. You have to be the first to register so you can come on Monday and then Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. You don't have to come every day. I'm just saying it's going to be there every Friday. But it would be awesome, especially for the debut, so you guys get a feel of the room and all of the things. And then you just know that you can come back anytime, Monday to Friday. You know what I mean? So please check the website, backtonnatural.life, BACKII, natural.life, so that you can register and join us for holding space. Okay. All right, Bree, welcome again. Sabrina, welcome again. Did y'all get that? Check the website and register. I hope that you can come. Virtual Vibes, Virtual Village, starting on Monday at 9 p.m. And I will be holding space for y'all Monday to Friday on Zoom at 9 p.m. Come as you are, cameras on, cameras off, whatever it is. Just know that if you need to be held, if you need to share anything, if you just need to listen, if you just need to be in a community container, a cosmic container, it's available. It's there waiting for you anytime you're ready. Okay, so at least register so that you have the Zoom link, because it's going to be the same Zoom all the time. So even if you can't come that Monday or whatever, you'll have it, and know that any weeknight at 9 p.m. you got the link somewhere handy to just pop in and be like, what's up? What's my Vibe Tribe doing? What we doing tonight? You know what I'm saying? And then come through. Kayla Wella, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. About to do the last reading. Ty, let's see how you need to be held. Thank you, Spirit. Tapping in for time. Oh, love this for you. Ace of Cups. It's the first time I'm doing a reading for you, Ty. I don't see a profile picture, so I'm not sure. I've had other Ties, but I'm not sure I've done a reading for you. So, ding-a-ling-a-ling. I usually ring. First reading. I thought so. Okay, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Or no, it's not the first reading. Maybe I don't know. Okay, let me know. But either way, Ace of Cups. Your cup runneth over. You need to be held by making sure that you pour where you are watered. Fill up your own cup. Let others drink of the overflow. Pour where you are watered. And when Spirit gave me that quote, I pour where I'm watered, it was literally because I was realizing how much I was giving out to people that do not give back to me. There was no reciprocity. There was no energy of us both doing for each other. I was just doing how I do. And that was not the smart thing to do. Just because I can doesn't mean that I should. And likewise, just because you can doesn't mean that you should. So being who you are is one thing, but you can deplete yourself. There can be an overgive if you are not getting replenished. And you want to be very mindful of that. So when you think about how you need to be held, it's choosing your own peace over somebody else's. That pouring where you're watered means that you can't run out of water because somebody is watering you. So the pouring is like a reservoir that is just cyclical and continual. So there's no worry, no concern of you losing from the reserves. But if you are giving out and not getting back, then there is that concern of not getting the reserves back. Pour where you're watered means if someone is pouring into you, is giving to you, is showing up for you the way that you show up for them, then there should be no hesitation in regards to how you give and how you show up for them. But you have to still make sure that you're showing up for yourself first. So how you need to be held is about self-love. Whenever we think about this energy of how we need to be held, of course we could think about being held by someone else. And that's always wonderful. And this is what this platform is about. For us to be in a communal space, to hold space for each other. But ultimately, you showing up is you holding space for yourself. That's where it starts. And you cannot be held by anyone else until you are held by yourself. That is what the space is about. That's what this reading is about. That's what all of our readings are about. It's ultimately, and if we look at it and look back and think back at everybody's reading tonight, it was about what you do for yourself, how you show up for yourself, how you are holding yourself. And that is the frequency that opens up for others, for Spirit to continue to pour into you, because God helps those who help themselves. And we need to lead by example and show up for others and do for ourselves what we want others to do for us. How can we expect somebody to do for us if we're not doing for ourselves? So pour into you. You will continue to be poured into. Ashe. Give thanks. Give thanks. And that's that. And that's that. While I look at a mountain of clothes on my bed, because I did laundry today, so I have to fold all these clothes, which I'm going to do before I have no choice, because they're on my bed and I want to go to bed. So I'm going to go so I can go and fold these clothes. And then I do want to put some, highlight reels up and stuff, especially to prepare to promote holding space tomorrow. But y'all were the first to know. I'm going to check to see the registrations that came thus far. So I thank y'all so much. And I hope to see you. I will be live again tomorrow. So I'll be talking about it pretty much all week. So you guys will have time. There'll be more time for everybody to register and all of the things. But I thank my early adopters for being here with me to get the news in real time and to be the first to register for Monday. It's going to be a special day. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. So I thank y'all. Rest well. And I'll be back tomorrow. I might be going to a pool tomorrow with a friend of mine and her grandson. I'm super excited because I got a bathing suit and everything, and I didn't know when I was going to get to a pool. And I think I'm going to get to a pool tomorrow. I'm excited. So yay. I'm excited. So yay. All right. I appreciate y'all so much. And I will see you tomorrow, and I'll send some highlights if I'm at the pool tomorrow. I'll post some stuff if I'm at the pool tomorrow. Like, not all my stuff, but you know what I'm saying? I always let you guys know, especially in the stories. So, you know, always touch base and check things out in the stories. Jay Vine, welcome. Gust, welcome. I appreciate you guys. I am starting a virtual village to get my peeps back in a Zoom so that we can just do some healing together and hold space for each other. So anybody that may resonate with that, check my website, backtonnatural.life, BACKII, natural.life. You can see the flyer there, some of the write-up about, you know, the intention behind it, and then you can register to get the Zoom link and join us on the debut Monday. And I will be there holding space for you guys Monday to Friday at 9 p.m. right before the 10 p.m. live. So it should be an awesome activations Monday to Friday. Oscar, welcome. Thank you for joining. So that's it. I got everybody, right? So till tomorrow. Till tomorrow. Nighty night, guys. Thank you.